Hello everybody, welcome back to another Borderlands 2 video. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit more unique, and we are going to be looking at the Nurse Maya build, Legendary Nurse. Now I wouldn't say that the Legendary Nurse is necessarily unique, but what's different about this video is that I am doing a build that is more specifically focused for co-op, and a good friend of mine, Will, is going to help me in the second part of the video and help showcase the build and all that good stuff. So for the first part of the video, I'm going to go into a little bit more detail here, make sure we cover all the bases because the second part's just going to be a little bit more casual and some casual gameplay and things of that nature, just some chatting and a little bit, talking about the build, but for the most part, just some gameplay, showing it off. He will be playing Krieg. He's running something similar to what I have on my channel, basically the Legendary Reaper build that I have. He's essentially running something quite close to that. And it's a very strong build, and Maya and Krieg have very good synergy together, and it'll be easy to see that once we get to the gameplay. Moving on though, let's start with the gear. So I think we have some really standard Maya gear here, and that's kind of the point. So these are all just really strong weapons on Maya. The Becca's Unlisted Projectiles has great synergy with Chain Reaction, just a high damage assault rifle, it's very strong. And since it's not elemental, it generally deals with any type of enemy just fine. Pimpernel is going to be our primary source of damage. Again, another weapon that is fantastic with chain reaction and really benefits from phase lock. Twister, very high damage shotgun. This is a great weapon. It's hard to obtain, but it's really good. Does great damage. Again, nice synergy with chain reaction. And gives us a little bit more of a up close option. Then lastly, our fight for your life weapon, the Bada Boom. Fight for your life, or like maybe to deal with like a really tough enemy or something. So yeah, that's the general equipment. And we'll kind of discuss even more why this gear is particularly good for a Nurse Maya once we get to the skills. So shield, just kind of a standard shield here. We've got the blockade. You can kind of run whatever you feel is best. The antagonist is a good option. For a support build, I would definitely not recommend the B. Your purpose is not necessarily to, output a significant amount of damage, but rather deal some solid damage, but facilitate the members of your team. Support them and allow them to reach their full potential. This is the point of this build, and Maya is probably the best supporting character in this game, and really one of the only characters that can actually feel like a true supporting character if you enjoy that role, while also still dealing good damage. She's no slouch, regardless of how you build her. Then we got the Quasar. Now, I really, really like this grenade with Krieg. With his gun build, he's going to be running the Flame of the Firehawk. So bringing everything into him with the Quasar and just allowing him to go to town on the phase-locked enemies and everything that's pulled together with Converge and Quasar is just perfect for Krieg. Krieg wants to be in the middle of everything, and this is exactly what this grenade allows us to do. It's awesome for this particular combo. Sorry. Yeah, this is really good. Bone of the Ancients, using the Firebone because I'll primarily be using the Pimpernel, and we're in a flesh environment. You can use whatever though. I do prefer the Bone of the Ancients, just whichever one suits your fancy. There's some alternative weapons in here, don't know why we have that. But really, any of these will work fine. I do recommend weapons with Ricochet for the Legendary Nurse build, and we'll get to that. And I actually did skip the comm, so it gives us health regen for the team, quite a bit too, not a small amount. And then it buffs some good skills for us that we'll go over. So let's go over the skill build. And we'll just we'll move right to left. So this stayed pretty much the same as any of my Maya builds. I think Cataclysm is too important to pass up. I wanted to heavily invest into the green tree to get some things, which I will cover, but I also really like Ruin. It's just such an amazing ability. It does good damage. It basically applying slag to everything in the vicinity is fantastic, especially because we're using subsequence with this build. It's going to continuously apply Ruin. That's super good. And the rest are just, sort of generic Maya skills. I wanted to be able to slag and apply my elemental damage stuff easier. It's also just better than Helios and Backdraft. Foresight, good DPS buff. Immolate in case we go down. Cloud kills, great damage. Reaper's great damage. And Chain Reaction is awesome. Always. The Ricochet property is especially good. And we'll get to why it's particularly good with this build here in a moment. Excuse me. Took a sip of water. So, alright, here's the blue tree. Now, my primary purpose here was to get all of the skills that get buffed by this comp, so that's why I moved all the way down to here, because I think that's plenty of survivability. I do like Scorn, but again, I wanted to invest heavier in the green tree, so we weren't allowed to get there, unfortunately. So Mind's Eye, it's just a nice DPS buff. Helped us get down to Sustenance. This was the last skill I leveled up to get here, but it's good damage. Critical hit damage and accuracy on the UCP. Still, the critical hit damage is worth it on the vanilla. Here's one of the skills that gets buffed by our comm. This is awesome, and frankly, I'm not even sure 10 is necessary. It might be a bit overkill, but we needed it to progress down the tree regardless. So that's kind of what I wanted to do with it. I enjoy this skill. I think the 10 orbs is basically going to make it like, especially again, we are using subsequence. We're going to be phase locking so often that we're just going to continuously proc Sweet Release and get a lot of healing for me and the Krieg. It's very good. It's a lot of healing from 10 orbs, guys. It's significant. Restoration. So this is what I wanted to get to in terms of chain reaction, why it's so important with this build. So Restoration increases our max health. That's cool. And the big thing here, though, is it converts 30% or 36% of our damage into healing to our teammates. And that's just with 1 point plus the 5 in the comm. And honestly, this is worth a point even if you aren't using the nurse comm and you're playing co-op. Because even at a tiny percentage of your damage into healing on OP10, that's like a full heal in just a few shots. And you'll see that I will shoot him like once or twice and he's fully healed. It's incredibly good for keeping him alive. And furthermore, when we phase lock things and proc chain reaction, all of those bullets flying everywhere have a chance to hit my teammate and heal him. And that's definitely going to happen considering he's playing Krieg and he's going to be right in the middle of everything. So it just makes sense. It's a great skill for the value you're getting here. And then we get elated. Plus 5 with the nurse, 10% of our max health per second. And in conjunction with the team health regen we get flat is phenomenal. We're both super tanky with this skill. And then of course res is a must-have for any co-op build, I would say. Especially with Krieg, you guys can sort of play off of each other. You can res him, or well, usually the combo would go like this. He will redeem the soul on you if you go down. He instantly goes down, but then you instantly revive him with res, with Krieg in particular. But even still, this is just a great skill because phase lock isn't that long of a cooldown. And then we put 2 points of value into sustenance for more sustain. We're really about surviving and providing some good team buffs. So moving on to the green tree. Ward, great survivability skill. I've mentioned this before. I don't like accelerate with guns like the Pimpernel and the Becca. No exception here. Suspension, absolute must, and it gets buffed by our comm, which is fantastic. 5 seconds of phase lock extra, especially with subsequence. This is a big reason why we took it, because we actually have enough duration to get the most out of it. And we're going to be getting those buffs from Sweet Release and Elated more and more often because of it, which is just great. Yeah, it's just super good. Playing around phase lock is always good for Maya, but especially in a co-op environment where you don't need to rely on your own damage so much. You can let other people do the work and phase lock things and be the supporting element. Next, I took Kinetic Reflection to progress the tree. Any one of these skills is perfectly fine though. I knew we would be in a heavy bullet area because I'm running through Bloodshot Stronghold, so this just seemed like an obvious choice. It's heavy damage reduction, deflection chance, and deflected bullet damage. Great skill, even if you put 1 point into it. It's a good one. Converge, always get this on Maya. Yet again, it's very good here. It's going to help our Krieg in conjunction with the Quasar and Ruin. It's going to make sure that all those elements and slag are applied and everything is right in front of him where he can murder them. So, yeah. Quicken, more cooldown rate. Again, this is awesome in general on Maya, but especially prevalent for a build where, again, we're the supporting element. We just want to be phase locking and enabling our teammates, or teammate in this case. And then lastly, subsequence is, I thought it'd be quite good with this build. We have that suspension duration buff, which really allows subsequence to shine. I don't think subsequence is nearly as good without 10 points into suspension, because you just won't get enough out of it. But with subsequence and 10 points into suspension, you will definitely get more than one phase lock on an enemy. You'll probably end up phase locking 2 to 3 enemies per usage, and that means constant elated, constant sweet release, really good buffs, wreck, yeah, chain reaction, which means more healing with restoration. Just super good for this build. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the build, and we'll go ahead and jump over to the gameplay. All right, so I am back. Here is the build. I say I, but my friend Will here is with me to help showcase the build.
You.
And yeah, we're just gonna run through Bloodshot Stronghold real quick. I'm ready now. I was just looking at it.
Sounds
And
good.
I'll let you lead the way. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this comm. You don't get to use it too much. Well, if you're not playing co-op, it's pretty bad, but... Alright. I loved getting to hear Krieg, like, screaming the entire time.
Nothing better.
I know. Yeah.
It's even better when you're playing Krieg.
It's 10 times louder. What's not to like? I get to
Same
hear the
with it.
monologues too. No worries.
As you should, honestly.
I know. Jesus.
You don't get to see the screen shake of Flame of the Firehawk, though.
I know. That's really unfortunate. Here, I'm gonna pull them to you.
Nice.
Very nice. I like subsequence with this build. Just like with a more support-oriented build, it's a lot better. Jesus Christ. The visual clutter is very potent.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
Oh my
just gonna
god.
say
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
There's a... Yeah, that's kind of like how you... That's Krieg in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Oh, I just used
That should
phase
be
lock.
fine.
I won't be able to get you. I'm just gonna keep shooting that badass for you. Hopefully you can get him.
I got the Plunder.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's been a few people that have commented on my videos when I do Krieg builds, and they are not a fan of the clutter, which I don't really blame people, so
Yeah.
it's a little much sometimes. But Krieg is super fun. You don't really need to see what you're doing to
Oh yeah.
play effectively.
Run around, light everything on fire, throw some grenades, and
That's the beauty of
you're
it.
good to go.
Alright, who can I get this guy? Nice. Alright, I'm gonna pull them to you again.
Sounds good.
Got that turret. Ow, ow, ow. I think I'm gonna die, actually.
You're alright?
No, I'm good. I thought I was. I got a shock DOT on me. It hurt. I'm good though now. Man. Alright. I usually love having Scorn on Maya, but I didn't take it for this build because I needed to get Ruin still so we could have Slag. Ruin's just too good on Maya to pass up. I could still hear you like all the way back there.
Here you go. Have some more noise.
Perfect. Yeah, this is probably like one of my favorite combos though in this entire game.
Oh yeah, it synergizes really well with your
Yeah.
you pulling them close together, and then my Flame of the
Right.
Firehawk kind of knocking
You
them
deal
all
most
down.
of the damage, and I just kind of provide some supporting fire and healing.
Yeah,
And honestly,
but it
the
works
damage isn't
really
even
well.
that bad. Like, I could still do some decent DPS. It's certainly nothing to scoff at. Alright, I think it's just this dude. Jeez.
Nice.
Alright. I need a little ammo. I need
Same here.
grenades. That's what I need.
Give me 1 second to get my shield back up, and then
Oh, yeah. We do have
Okay.
Bloodbath, though. I feel like we should be getting more grenades. Maybe
and
we
I have
are.
the
You're probably
Reaper.
getting a lot of them, though, to be fair. because you're spamming grenades, which you should be on Krieg.
Ready.
So, all right. Yeah, I got a few grenades back. We'll be fine. Okay, perfect. Alright. Let's pull up this guy.
Alright, I'm running.
Ironclad like right behind you. Yeah, I got him.
I want to get as many in my
Yeah,
Firehawk as I can.
probably a good idea. Don't have slag for him right now.
I got it.
I'll just face lock him anyway.
Nice.
Yeah, it seems like you're doing quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, this build is going really well.
Yeah, I love Reaper Krieg. You have so much weapon variety with that build too. Like, as long as you have something to give you bloodbath, like anything in the game is good. Turns out 500% weapon damage is a pretty good buff.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna lift him for sure.
Flag nice.
He's beefy.
Oh yeah.
Though. Oh, did your shield chain get fucked up? Yeah, it did, didn't it? Oh, wait,
no, it's broken right now.
Yeah, I have the visual effects off. I forgot. It's not as bad for me. Maybe a good thing for people watching.
I mean, yeah. I'm not recording, so.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there wouldn't be much of a video. Just a bunch of red dots on the screen.
Something's happening. And things are dying, but that's all we know.
Oh, I'm down.
Hold on. I will have.
Might be able to get this Marauder.
I got you.
Oh, nice.
I'll pull them. Just try to slag them because I had to use phase lock. Alright, now I have it. I'm pulling up the Nomad. Alright, I'm just gonna bada boom him.
Okay.
Enemies are a lot tankier even with one other player.
Yeah.
But we also deal more damage, so I don't know. It's kind of offset.
Yeah, a lot more damage when I get my procs off.
Oh, you probably. Oh god, watch out, watch out. Kill that guy that's phase locked for sure.
There's a bomber after me. Okay.
I'm healing through this really well though. Try to get on Mad Mike if you can.
Yeah.
Shit. I think I can kill that Bone Crusher. Oh, there we go.
You got him?
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, now I'll just go for Mad Mike.
Gotcha. Yeah, he's down.
There we go. Yeah, that guy hurts. That really hurts.
Oh, he was right. I was looking for him down below, but he was right next to me. I got him.
I was just like watching. I didn't get any grenades from that. What the hell? I'm almost through it actually at this point, so who cares?
Yeah, I have 10 bloodbaths, so.
I know. I think you're getting the most of them though, because you're like in there, which is fine. Doesn't really matter. As long as I have a few, that's enough. There you go. Come on, subsequence, phase lock, some other stuff. There we go. Riga's has just such an eloquent vocabulary.
Excited to hear the new voice lines in the DLC.
Oh yeah, from BL3.
Oh yeah.
It should be good. Krieg's a fan favorite for sure.
Oh yeah. And for good reason. It's a fun character.
I like what they did with BL2. In terms of the characters they added, especially Krieg. Krieg is just such a unique character. He's so different.
Oh yeah. I like the idea of having a bandit as a playable character, and then also the like
really
fire hellborn melee.
Yeah, if it wasn't, I mean, some people don't play him specifically for the clutter, which I understand, but if you can get past that, it's good. Should have him. Yeah.
Yeah, we got him.
Forward. There's always like that massive explosion right when they die. Okay. Do you need to reset your shield?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's already almost there.
Okay. Now you're good.
Yep. It's good now.
Alright, lead the way. Sensei. Oh, ultimate badass. So much shock damage. My FPS. No.
Same here. Oh no. Stop throwing grenades.
No, you're good. This is part of the reason this combo is good. Just so much elemental
Oh yeah.
fucking chaos.
Yeah.
Alright. Where is this guy? Oh, there he is. Alright, let me phase lock something. Get the healing going.
There's a lot of guys in here. Oh my goodness.
Alright, I'm coming. I'm gonna pull them to you. Or, that didn't work apparently. Attempt to pull them to you. Grab some grenades. Oh my god. Alright, I'm coming up with phase lock. This should just pretty much kill them all.
Oh yeah, they're all gone.
There we go.
Yeah, you're right. This energy is really good.
Yeah, this is I think if you're like new to the game, this is probably one of the most friendly co-op combos you could possibly use. I mean, it's just, it's so strong, and it's also really fun. It's not like just like OP, like kind of cheese bullshit. Like it's actually just really fun. Feels pretty good to play. Although there is some cheese bullshit involved for sure. Alright, cool. I think that's pretty much it.
Nice.
Made it through.
Yeah.
Alright. Thanks for joining me, Will.
Mm-hmm.
That was a pretty good showcase
Anytime.
of the build. And yeah, see you guys next time.